carrying on with the glass and reflective objects project. So I thought last couple of weeks I've used watercolour, and I thought this week perhaps have a go in acrylics. And I was thinking perhaps next week I might do something with things like windows or glass, other kind of reflective glasses. So I'm sort of thinking maybe I'll use something like that as a demo. Just kind of keeping to the theme of glass and reflection, just sort of trying to find other options. Set this little still life up, and I decided to put a backcloth just so that there's definitely something that I'm looking through to it. But actually, looking at this other one here, there's some quite nice colours there. So just very quickly put a little bit of the backcloth colour in. So I think I tried a little bit there earlier, and it's a little bit light. I'm just going to concentrate on this bottom area. So I'm using acrylics here. And overall, the actual colours I'm seeing through the bottle are very, very similar to the colours around. Just choose a bigger brush. So that's the background colours. Using mostly a cerulean blue, just a tiny bit of brown to grey down in places. And then inside the bottle, I'm getting similar sort of colours. Where the tin is behind it, it's a little bit greyer. So I'll start with a slightly greyer part there. And then I'm seeing some reflections just in here, so I'll put those in a minute. And then back to the bluish colour for most of the inside. A tiny bit lighter. And it's really trying to observe tone, seeing where the light bits are and where the dark bits are. Probably not seeing very clearly with the camera. Some shadows in there, a bit of light there. I'll go back to another brush, slightly smaller brush, just dry that off. So on that side there, it's reflecting some of these colours from something. So slightly browny, yellowy colour. That. Some reflected colour there. Similar sorts of colours down the bottom, slightly greyed down. So a little bit of blue and a little bit of red, just to grey that sort of yellowy colour down a little bit. Here, some greyish tones. Same in here. A little bit in here. Lighter there, like that. And then just get another brush and make a few alterations. The blue is slightly stronger just here, so I can work a tiny bit darker blue into that. Soften that out a little bit. Darker there. So I think it's starting to, I think the bottle is starting to merge. Back to the shadow colour here, and it really just softly blends into the blue there. what you've got is some quite sharp edges and some quite blurry soft edges. And then the last bit really is to put some highlights in there. So just find a slightly smaller brush. Just go with that one. And starting off with a grey and then a little bit very bright. Right, so we've got some lighter bits here. Using acrylics today, which obviously dry quite quickly. And that can be bright on that edge there. Use pure white highlights where it's reflecting these strip lights. So sometimes it's worth just trying to analyse exactly what is being reflected, where you're kind of looking through the object, other bits what colours are reflected. So probably a lot of these cream walls are being reflected, a lot of strip lines, that sort of thing. Probably easy to wait for this bit to dry really, but it's like that. And then there's a little bit here where it's reflecting a little bit of the light. So again, soft edge, just blend that in my fingers. A tiny bit more brightness in here and here. This edge is just very slightly lighter. Okay. Is that enough? So hopefully that is, giving the impression of glassware and gradually emerging. But it's all the colours that are around it. Some of these bits of glass, like these, that one's slightly greeny. Obviously, this has got a lot of brown in it, so you are seeing some of the colour of the glassware itself. But others that are very clear, like that's a very clear one. It's really all going to be colours you've seen through it, or things that are reflected either side. So it's quite nice sort of exercise to observational exercise. If you fancy that. As I say, next week I'll probably just have a go at one of these other kinds of glassware, where glass surfaces where you've got maybe a little bit of an object and a little bit of reflection, or perhaps a small section, something like that. So I thought it was quite interesting. That's a photo I took at St Paul's as well. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Yep. Right.
It's always silence with this guy.
My Thursday group, I'm usually up here 5-10 minutes because people want to know about these. Have questions. Do feel free. If there's anything, feel like I'm, sometimes it's like one of those, I'm just perhaps what I'm doing isn't useful. Is it or not? But I never know regarding this particular group.
I'm just really scared.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god.
Okay, well, if anybody feels that bad.
Good to have it on YouTube, actually.
Sorry?
It's good to have it on YouTube.
Is it? Oh, that's good. Yeah. The only difficulty with this one is that I'm standing here, and so perhaps you've had that over here, maybe. Because I need to stand here to do that. Obviously, I'm blocking the camera.
Need a big television, really.
Yeah, that's where it doesn't work terribly well. I suppose perhaps I'll set it up that side.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, right, I'll let you crack on.